Hello everybody, Dean's Beer Reviews one more time. We're going to do an absolute king among beers today. It's a Trappist beer, and it's from the only Trappist brewery outside of Belgium. It's from the Netherlands, it's from brewery Koningshoven, and it's La Trappe. I've already done at least one La Trappe so far, way back, but this is the king of La Trappes. It's quadruple, which means it's quadruple fermented, and it comes out a nice ambery colour. It's rich, it's sweet, it's fantastic beer. Although it is strong, it's 10% on the ABV, so be careful. Don't go chugging this one. Obviously it's bottle conditioned, so you know, watch out for the sediment. Yeah, it's a very, very good quad, this. Let's get into it. There we are. And it's been easy a year, probably more, like a year and a half since I last had one of these. So, long overdue. But seriously, if you're a beer lover and you like these craft beer, especially the Trappist ones, this is, you can't go by without trying this one. It's fantastic. Obviously it's bottle conditioned, so I've poured the whole lot in, so as not to disturb the sediment and get a bitty beer. There we go. Right. Well, what does it look like? It's quite carbonated, but obviously it's all natural carbonation. Quite a lot of bubbles going on in there. You can pour it with a bigger head if you want, because it's a wide Trappist goblet. I haven't bothered. Easier index fingers worth of head there. It's starting to go down slightly, because these stronger beers, the quadruples, you don't tend to have a great deal of head on them, and it goes down quite quickly, the strong ones, as it's doing now. It's big thick bubbles, just bloop bloop bloop, and it's starting to fade away, which is good because we can mainly get a good nose on it. Can you see those on the camera, right, if you're in the bubbles and things?
A little bit.
It is actually rolling, isn't it? Okay, just checking. Right. Yes, move it aside and you get quite a lot of lacing going on there, but that'll disappear as we go along. That won't stick. It's not a thick creamy head, it's quite a loose head. Yeah, like I say, it's fairly cloudy, but that's because it's not a filtered beer. That's alright. It's nice, ready, well, not ready, orangey amber colour with nice orange hues around the bottom. It looks fantastic in the glass. It looks very, very good. Very inviting. You don't want to serve this cold by any means. You know, it's only been in the fridge for a while, so it's probably about 10 degrees, so it's still a temperature thereabouts. Sweet caramel malt you get through there, straight off. The glass is quite full, so I haven't got much room to agitate it, so I'll drink it down for a bit first before we get a nose. So let's have a taste. Cheers. First thing that hits you is definitely sweetness. It's not sickly sweetness, but it's, well, no, some people might say it is, because it is fairly sweet. Sweetness and the alcohol go, the warmth. It's not masked. It's 10% and you can taste it, but still be careful. It's warming on the tongue. You get an astringent finish. Straight up, it dries your mouth straight out. Ready for another swig. That's the first thing, sweetness and warmth of alcohol. Let's have a, because obviously as you taste, you start to taste different things. Unfortunately, I've only got about 9 minutes in total, so usually by the time I finished a beer review, these beers just get better and better. But I don't really want to start a review halfway through a beer, so I'll give you the basic idea. The rest is for you to try. Because everybody's taste buds are different. Bit of bitterness on that one. You can taste some hops coming through, almost grapefruity in the finish. Starting to get a bit. Excuse me. Ooh, excuse my nose. Starting to get a bit of a nose going on now, I think. A bready sort of yeasty smell and a biscuity malt sort of smell. Fruity, banana-y. It just smells sweet. The caramel malt's more in the taste than the smell. And it's just fantastic. It's so relaxing. yeah, you get that coppery hop. I didn't notice that last time I had one actually. That coppery hoppiness that runs straight through to the finish. Starts off sweet. It's a medium-bodied beer. You can feel it. Feel the carbonation just dancing on your tongue, and that astringent finish that, you know, gives way to some bitterness. But it's sweet and malty to start with, and you do definitely get that alcohol. It doesn't even attempt to mask it, you know, so be careful. That sweetness cuts through it nicely, because without the sweetness it'd be I was going to say without the sweetness it'd be dry. It would be just dry and bitter because of the hops. But you get a lovely, rich, caramel malty breadiness going through it, which is typical of these Trappist beers. And the sweetness just cuts straight through it. It balances it off really, really nicely. And plus the warmth of the alcohol, it just adds to the relaxation even more. But if you drunk all that in one go, you would be slurring, that's for sure, because it's strong. It's leaving a bit of lacing, as you can see now. Now it's just creamy feeling. It's not so creamy feeling in the mouth though. It's quite. What's the opposite to creamy? It's not loose, but whatever the opposite to creamy is, it's that. Although it's definitely smooth. Yeah, a bit of banana I think that time. But seriously, it's wonderfully relaxing. It's like I say, if you're not a fan of sweet beer, still give it a try, because with the balance of the bitterness and the hops and the finish, and the malt that just goes with it, it just fits perfectly. It's not sickly sweet like you would imagine, you know, a chocolate beer or something like that. It's not like that. It's wonderfully crafted by those wonderful Trappist monks of Koningshoven in Holland. So I've only had a few swigs and I seem to be steaming already. Yeah, monastery. But no, I'm not drunk. I do not promote drunkenness. But yeah, it's. I mean, these things just get better with age. It's October 2014 is a sell-by date. It's been in the bottle probably. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a year. So yeah, it's. At this stage in its life, it's very, very nice, so that's anything to go by. Yeah, give it a shot. It's because of its strength, it could be classed as a barley wine, although it doesn't taste like your typical barley wine taste. The sweetness is there, but that's about it. Barley wines don't tend to be all that hoppy, from my experience. It is quite hoppy in the finish. So yeah, Trappe Quadrupel. Cheers. I'm going to go and relax with this now. Bye.